Alright, this is the single linkage agglomerate hierarchical problem. So whenever single linkage is mentioned, it's always important to remember that it's minimum. You're supposed to take minimum, that's the keyword. So firstly, you will be given a distance matrix like this with your instances on the horizontal as well as your vertical side. Notice that the distance between a point and itself is 0 and the rest of it is given. So the first step is to find the minimum out of all these values other than 0. So leaving 0, the most minimum value, the least value that you have here is 2, and they're present in the columns C and E. So our job is to merge the columns with the minimum value. So over here I've merged C and E. Write all the values as it is, but when you have to come to the C and E, the merged column, find the distance between A and C and A and E separately. So A and C, in the previous table you can see A to C is 3 and A to E is 11. So between these two, find the lesser number, which is 3, and write it in your column. Same way, B to C is 7, B to E is 10, so I'll write 7. C to C and C, the columns are same, so no. D to C is 9, D to E is 8, so 8 is a smaller value, I'll write that. Next step again is to find the least value in this matrix, which is 3 here, and they're present in the columns A and CE. So I have to merge these two now. After merging, I will get this value. So now the distance between this and this is 0. Now find the distance between A to B from the previous table. A to B is 9 and C to E, C comma E to B. C comma E to B is 7. So between 9 and 7, I have 7 as my lesser value, so I will write that. Similarly, A to D is 6, CE to D is 8. 6 and 8 only, you have 6, which is the lesser number, so I will write that. Same values, same step will be repeated, and the rest of the values can just be written as it is from the previous table. Only the merged one has to be seen again and again. Next is to find the lesser value, which is 5 here. So you're supposed to merge B and D, which are the columns which the least number is found in. So I'm going to be merging B and D now. After that, again you find the least value, A to BD and CE to BD. Find your lesser value, which will be 6 and 7, so you'll have 6, and the same will be repeated here, and you have to merge the final columns that are available. So you'll have A comma CE comma B comma D on the horizontal as well as the vertical side, and this is the final last table. And you're supposed to draw a tree, a hierarchical tree, to show your whole thing. So the first step is write all your instances given, A, B, C, D, E. The first merging we've done is between C and E. So let's say C and E, I've merged them. The next merge is between A and C comma E. This is C comma E, which I'll be merging with A. Next is B comma D being merged together, B and D, and now these both are being merged like that. So this is the final hierarchical tree. That's it. This is single linkage minimum agglomerate hierarchy.